There is an island in Indonesia that doesn't make it onto most travelers' maps. Filled with active volcanoes, dense jungles, hidden hot springs, and a whole lot of adventure.
It's so wild.
It's a side of Indonesia that remains largely unexplored. Over the next few weeks, I'll be solo traveling through Sulawesi, an island that has always had a special place in my heart, as it's part of my family history. This journey is all about uncovering Indonesia's wilder, lesser-known side.
Spiderweb!
And discovering what makes this place truly magical. So this isn't my first time visiting Sulawesi. Like I said, this is a special place to me, since my grandfather was actually born there. And I think that's why I've always felt a strong connection to it. To this day, we still have some family friends living there.
Hey! Hi! That's been a while.
Yes, the same one that is picking me up from the airport right here.
Are you only by yourself?
I'm all by myself.
But even though I've been to Sulawesi before, I have never explored it in the way I'm about to do. So, as you can see, I made it to Sulawesi. I made it to Tomohon, to be exact. I came here straight from the airport and I found this really cute homestay guest house thing with the most beautiful views. I was welcomed with a coconut and yeah, I just can't believe I'm back here. I can't believe I'm back after 5 years, this time with a camera in my hand. I think that is one of the reasons why I wanted to come back, because I knew how beautiful and unexplored this specific area of Indonesia is. And in my opinion, it just doesn't get enough recognition. Like, I guess I just wanted to show you guys. Also, I am aware I look very rough right now because I haven't slept a single minute last night. So I think it's time to catch up on some sleep. But then tomorrow, adventures are waiting. I am looking at it right now. So there are about a million things that I'm excited to do over the next few weeks here in Sulawesi. But I can't think of a better way to start off this trip than with a hike up to a volcano. So right now I am on my way to the crater of Mount Lokon. And oops. Yeah, no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And this is actually a very unique volcano because normally the crater is on top of the volcano, right? But this one is actually on the side of the mountain and it's very active as well. I think the last eruption was back in 2016. But even still last year, the volcano was closed for hiking because of increased volcanic activity. Now, one thing about this time of year is that it's currently the rainy season here, which means that the weather is really unpredictable and can switch from sunny to pouring within minutes. Yeah, one of the things that you don't want on this trek is rain, because in a bit you'll see actually that the trail goes over this old lava flow, which is super cool. But when it rains, it kind of turns into a river. Which means you can't really, go over it. So yeah, that's definitely something to look out for. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I mean, how crazy is this? Look at that. This is where lava flowed, and it's just all turned into stone now. It's so wild. Ow! Wonder if there's snakes here. Probably.
The trek itself isn't too long or too strenuous, and will probably take you around 2 to 3 hours out and back.
It's not a difficult trek, but I promise you, you are gonna get sweaty really soon. Because if you're a bule like me, you are not used to the humidity here. It's crazy. Okay, so I am pretty sure we are getting near to the crater because I am starting to smell sulfur, which if you've never smelled that before, it is a very distinct smell, and I wouldn't exactly call it pleasant, but it does remind me of volcanoes, so that's pretty cool. You probably can't see it on camera, but this last part is quite steep. Oh my god. This is insane. I am standing right at the edge of an active volcano crater. I can see the smoke coming out of there. I can see the sulfur as well. And I am literally the only one here. I don't know what it is, but it's a very strange feeling to be so close to something so destructible. Like, this thing right here can just explode just like that any moment. Well, yeah, it's considered safe now, obviously, otherwise I would be doing this, but it's nature, you know, it's unpredictable. Okay, before we head back down, I want to take a quick second to thank Insta360 for sponsoring this video and providing me with this camera, which is the Ace Pro 2, which is also the camera that I will be using to capture most of this trip. So this little camera can capture up to 8K in 30 FPS, which is absolutely insane. It can also capture 4K up until 120 FPS, which means you can get those really smooth slow motion shots. And thanks to the Leica lens on this thing, the colors out of the camera are like super rich and vibrant, which means I don't have to do any color grading, and I don't even work in flat profile. I just use the normal mode and it comes out amazing. And it also has flow state stabilization, meaning you get super smooth, super stable images, which is great for when you're hiking or doing way more adventurous stuff than that as well. Okay, over the course of this video, I'll definitely talk a little bit more about this camera, but for now, I am starting to feel some raindrops, so it's time to get out of here. I made it back, not in time, but wow, this is insane. Look at it. Like I said, here in Indonesia, rainy season, it changes by the minute. But that's okay because we kept it dry during the trek, so I can't complain, I guess.
After waiting out the rain for a bit and having a quick lunch break with quite the view, I must say, it was time to move on to the next hike.
Manado.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, thank you, see you, bye. Okay, so not only does Sulawesi have some really cool volcanoes, it also has waterfalls. And right now, I am on my way to the Kali waterfall. So let's go. Okay, you can definitely notice that this trail isn't really that well trodden. Spider web. Yeah. I think I hear some water. Oh no, the path kind of turned into this stream. Did I go the wrong way? How? I can hear the waterfall. I'm so close. But if I walk here, I'm gonna slip for sure. Well, very carefully, I guess. Oh, I think I'm here. I think I'm here.
And what I found was this beautiful waterfall, tucked away in the middle of nowhere, completely untouched and seemingly forgotten by time.
I'm getting so wet right now. This is insane. Yeah, that is definitely one of the benefits of the rainy season, is that the waterfalls, of course, are gonna be insanely powerful and massive, and yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so after the waterfall and the volcano, I think it's time to go a little bit deeper into the nature. So we're going to the jungle, and got my transport right there. So the place that we're going to is quite remote, and the easiest way to get there is with your own transport. So I was like, you know what, I'll just rent a scooter and drive myself there. Apparently it's a beautiful road to the place that we're going, so I'm very excited. Let's go. Yeah, okay, I need 2 hands for this.
And the drive there was indeed beautiful. It went through all these winding, lush jungle roads that definitely made the journey already feel like part of the adventure.
Okay guys, welcome to Tangkoko National Park. I just got here after like a 3-hour drive, I think, from Tomohon. Yeah, I'm in this homestay right now. It's like this really tiny village. Just sitting here already feels like we're like in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of nowhere, and it's so beautiful. So the main reason why people visit this national park is because of the wildlife. There is a lot of wildlife to be found here, and yeah, that's what I'm here to do as well. I arranged a guide through the homestay here, and we are leaving tomorrow morning very early, I think like 4 a.m. or something. And yeah, we're going into the jungle and hopefully spot some really cool animals.
Since I had some spare time that afternoon, I decided to take a walk to the nearby village. And that was an experience in itself. I ended up in this beautifully tucked away place right on the coast, with the sea stretching out on one side and the jungle on the other. And they clearly don't see that many foreigners here, because I think I heard the word poulet being yelled at me at least 100 times. Then I bumped into the host of my homestay, and she invited me to go pick some fresh mangoes from her friend's place. Of course, I couldn't say no to that.
There we go. Sulawesi mango. Apparently very, very delicious.
Definitely looking forward to breakfast after our jungle tour tomorrow. The next morning, it was finally time to head into the rainforest.
What is... Oh my god. That is huge.
But the animal that we specifically got up so early for were the Tarsiers. These tiny nocturnal primates that are only found here in Sulawesi. What makes them stand out is definitely their huge eyes, each one actually being as big as their brain.
So it's getting light really, really quickly now. We just spotted the Tarsiers for the first time. They were super curious and super fast as well. And they have like, I can't get over how cute they are. They have like these huge, huge eyes and like these tiny little ears, and I'm so happy.
But then we had to keep making our way deeper into the jungle, because apparently the monkeys were about to wake up for breakfast.
Say what you will.
They're not shy at all. Like, they're not aggressive. They're just chilling, just relaxing and letting us be there.
And then, in true rainforest fashion, the weather turned on us fast.
It is raining so hard right now.
Luckily, it just lasted for a short while, and we could continue our trek.
We are so lucky because we just spotted a hornbill, and these birds normally are like not very visible in this season. Like the nesting season, I think, is from July, August, something like that. But we just saw one, and we saw monkeys, and tarsiers, and tarantulas, and more monkeys, and a lot of birds as well.
And all of that thanks to my amazing guide. Honestly, without him, I'd probably still be wandering around, looking at trees and hoping to spot something.
It's not even 8 a.m. yet, and I would say my day is already made.
After a delicious post-jungle trek breakfast with lots and lots of mangoes, it was time to hop on my scooter again to head back inland for my next stop.
So welcome to Danau Linow, or Lake Linow, where I will be camping tonight.
Lake Linow is not just a lake, it's actually a crater lake. What makes it special is that it changes its color due to the geothermal activity beneath it. Depending on which gases bubble up from the depths, the lake can shift between blue, green, and sometimes even yellow.
So one of my New Year's resolutions was actually to do more camping this year. Specifically, I want to do a lot more like wild camping and solo camping as well. But two problems. One, I don't have a tent of my own yet. And second of all, I am not gonna lie, the thought of like being out there in the wild somewhere completely by myself still kind of scares me a little bit. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna ease myself into it and just first go to some camping grounds and just see how it feels and get more used to it in that way. And then eventually I really want to like buy my own tent and just go for it. But yeah, for now I think this is a good start, and it's actually such a beautiful, beautiful place. I can't believe it. And even though it's not wild camping, I still feel very isolated because it's low season right now, so there's literally no one here. The guy at the reception, they kind of let me in, gave me the tent and everything, but I'm not even sure if they're gonna be staying here tonight. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. So the reason that it is low season is because of that right there, which is I think a lot of rain coming. I am not sure if this was actually such a good idea, but we'll see. And there we are.
But it was actually not too bad, and before I knew it, the sun was shining again. I saw it as an opportunity to walk into town and grab myself some dinner for tonight.
Yeah, so as I expected, that town was very, very small, and there were no restaurants whatsoever. I'm happy that I managed to find a supermarket. So this will have to do for tonight. Dinner with this view though. Pretty amazing. Well, it's 9 o'clock. I'm in my tent. It is very humid in here. I don't know why I thought that camping in a tropical climate was a good idea, but we're doing it. I have my book and I'm just gonna read until I fall asleep. And yeah, tomorrow's a new day. Good night. Well, good morning, guys. I honestly had a pretty good night, pretty good sleep, and I did wake up very, very early, I think around 5 or something, because it was like thundering and storming, and it kind of made me a little bit nervous, but yeah, it stayed away, so all good. I just have to say that this camera, so perfect for things like camping and hiking and outdoor activities. It just makes it so easy to film those things. Like, it has this little flip up touchscreen, which basically allows you to preview your shots and make sure that you are in the right frame. It's especially great when you're like vlogging on the go and vlogging while doing things like hiking. And talking about vlogging, another thing I'm really impressed with up until now is the audio in this thing. Like, it has this built-in wind guard as well as a voice enhancement mode, which basically means that my voice is gonna be really clear even when there's a lot of background noise going on, which is very often the case when you're doing outdoor activities. Finally, I did a little test last night to see how well this camera performs in the dark after sundown. And honestly, thanks to the pure video mode on this thing, you can get like really decent quality even in low light conditions, which is really, really great, honestly, because I always struggle to film like in the dark at night with any camera I have. So the fact that I can get decent quality footage now with an action camera, that's just like really, really good.
Finally, I wanted to visit one more place here to end things on a relaxing note after all the hiking and adventuring.
Wow, okay guys, this place was hard to find. But I think I'm here. This is amazing.
The Ranolewo hot springs are just the place for that.
This place, guys, this is a hidden gem. Like, it is completely tucked away in the middle of the jungle, which really makes it feel like this tiny little paradise. I have one tiny little problem though. So apparently there are 3 lakes here, but only one of them is suitable for swimming because one of them is way too hot, the other one is full of minerals that are not good for you, but I don't know which one it is. Like, the steam coming off of this lake is insane. Like, I can just feel the heat of it right here. I think this one would be way too hot to take a dip in. Okay, let's see if I can find a way to the other lakes to see what they look like. Hot spring. Swimming? Swimming, that one? This one. Okay, okay. Thank you. Huh. I think I found it. Wow guys, what a crazy first week it was in Sulawesi. Like, this place has already completely blown me away. It has so much to offer. Like, it has jungles, it has volcanoes, it has lakes, it has beaches, it has hot springs. And the best part of it all is that it's still so undiscovered. Like, it's definitely not a place that's on the tourist radar yet. But I have a feeling that it is going to change in the future, so I am very happy that I can explore it now. Also, I just want to say a huge thanks again to Insta360 for sponsoring this video. Like, this camera has allowed me to capture all the variety that Sulawesi has to offer with ease. It has great stabilization, great image quality, easy to use. If you want to check out the Ace Pro 2 for yourself, make sure to click the link in the description down below. I am super excited for what's to come. I am going to be traveling to Central Sulawesi, to South Sulawesi, and yeah, I'll hope you follow along. So